What a memeable show this was. I'm Boston Up Basics. I'm back to with another video, and today I'm gonna be reviewing Raw. And I thought this episode was gonna suck, and it turned out it was serviceable. I mean, it was way better than what happened in the other weeks, but I mean, it still sucked. But at least it sucked less than it had any right to be. I'm just gonna roll with that. So, before I go on, I have heard a couple things. One, Shal Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero's daughter, has taken a break from wrestling, and nothing but the best for her. Eddie Guerrero, one of my top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time. Godspeed to the Here Man after. And if this is what she wants to do, then that's her life, and I'm not gonna, judge her for that. Also, Lars Sullivan has left WWE. Thank God. The man had a look, and that's about it. No personality whatsoever. He can't cut a good promo. His work was okay for a big man, but his background is just toxic. He's made racial and homophobic comments back in the day. He was part of a homophobic pornographic feature, and he was sending and stalking nudes. He's not stalking nudes. He was sending nudes to a personal, I think it was a trainer of his. I don't know if it was a personal trainer, but I did not care about him. That is completely stupid, and I did not care about Lars. So, thank God he left. So, with that out of the way, yeah, the show was pretty memeable, and I'll get to that here in a little bit, but, opening, graphic card, tribute to the late, great Butch Reed, and then WWE official, or I should say WWE official Adam Pearce in the ring, and then Shane O'Mac returns. Okay, he's here to set up the main event of Elimination Chamber that's in 2 weeks. Yay! The match for the Elimination Chamber for the WWE title, that could be a very good match. You got Orton, who's done pretty good, even though he's in that crappy feud with The Fiend. Miz. Moving on. Hardy, who's washed. Styles, who can still go. Sheamus, who's kind of washed, and you got McIntyre. Okay, so that match has been announced. Styles comes out, talks a little bit, and so does Hardy. Then they have a match, but we cut to commercial break, and then we come back, and then McIntyre is saying, or was it McIntyre? It was either that or Sheamus. I kind of forgot. I think it was Sheamus that said it was supposed to be, or no, it was McIntyre. He said it was supposed to be me versus Sheamus one-on-one match. Now, if McIntyre wins the match, it could possibly lead to another match between him and Sheamus at Fastlane. Because I don't know if Sheamus will be having a world title match at Mania, certainly due to what happened in 2012, and that did not go over well, but yeah, Styles versus Hardy. Hardy is so washed. This is TNA 2004. Except Hardy is clean this time. It was a fine match. Nothing too shabby. Hardy missed a swanton, calf crusher, tap out. Okay. Backstage with Riddle making so many butt jokes that I'm pretty sure I got high just listening to Riddle. Keith Lee is back. Okay, he's great. Him and me and Ian were in quarantine because me and Ian tested positive, so good for him. And then we get backstage with Pierce and Sheamus. Okay, I should have looked at my notes. Sheamus said it should have been him and Jim McIntyre one-on-one. Then we get New Day versus the group that calls himself Retribution. T-Bar and Slapjack. Ollie just shrieking on the mic. It was whatever. I didn't care about it. New Day wins. Okay. Priest and Bad Bunny backstage. Okay, this partnership's still continuing for reasons. I have nothing against Bad Bunny as the person. I just don't care about the music. And then Ric Flair and Lacey Evans are in the ring, and then Charlotte comes out cutting the most generic and vanilla promo I've ever heard, saying Lacey's Charlotte 2.0. And then a fight ensues, and then we get Charlotte versus Evans. Flair did say in his promo that he managed to get a match between Evans and Asuka at Elimination Chamber, which that should be a good match. It goes for a little bit. I mean, Charlotte looks like she doesn't care. I don't really blame her. I wouldn't care if I was stuck in bad booking either. Evans wins by DQ because Flair would not stop, or Charlotte, I should say, could not stop fisting her. If I have to think about these things, then damn it, so do all of you. And plus, I need to delete my research history. Always delete your research history, kids. Okay, and then Edge cuts a promo. This was a fantastic promo, by the way. You should watch this. Miz Morrison and Garza come down, and they have a brief skirmish with Edge. And this promo was one of the best promos of the year so far. Probably one of the top 5 in Edge's career, in my opinion. And then Priest versus Garza. Bad Bunny getting pyro for reasons. I have nothing against the man. He's pro LGBTQ and pro women, which I'm all for that. Always support the gay community and support women. Unlike some feminists out there and gay haters. But with that being said, match was okay, I guess. Priest wins. Okay. I always love Damian Priest's entrance. Sorry, I had to do that. I just love Damian Priest's entrance. I always pop for that. And then Charlie Caruso, who is a fine woman. I'm kidding. Chef kiss to that woman. She's backstage with McIntyre. Saying that talking about going to the Elimination Chamber and all that stuff. And then it's going to be Lee versus Riddle. Okay, I'll talk about that here in a little bit. Caruso, Charlie again with Bianca Belair, saying that she might pick Asuka. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if she does, but I would prefer to see her versus Sasha. But, we'll see. Then Asuka shows up. Asuka is such a delight to see on camera. People say she gets annoying. I'm like, someone that is annoying, I kind of like it. And then, Belair says Lacey Evans ain't ready for Asuka because they're having that match at Elimination Chamber. Lee versus Riddle, with MVP on commentary. Good match. Weed wife beater, I might as well just call him that. Weed wife beater Riddle. He was laying in some good stuff. Lee looking dominant. Arm focus, big joint manipulation. Pun intended, by the way. Lee tries to go for the spear bomb like 3 times. Eventually he does. 1, 2, 3. This was a good match. I recommend you guys go check this match out. And then Lashley just obliterates Riddle. And he does like a pop-up spinebuster slam to Keith Lee, who was not a small man. Like, we're talking like Otis level. Like, I don't know if Lee and Otis, that sounds like a weird butt buddy comedy, but I think Lee's a bit bigger, I'm not trying to fat shame, I think that Lee's a little bigger than Otis. That's impressive, and Lashley just going complete psycho on Riddle, which is always a delight to see. So yeah, this made Lashley look very strong, and it's up a triple threat for the U.S. title Elimination Chamber. Why? Because they didn't have anything planned for the card. Because the Rumble happened just a week and a half ago. Okay, recap of the Orton-McIntyre feud. Okay, for reasons. Unfinished business. Well, moving on. Lana versus Jax. Ended tables match. The match itself was crap. But the highlights are Jax getting shoved through a table, which I cried laughing. I thought that was hilarious. Because I thought she was going to, Lana was going to push her through the table, or push her through the barricade, and she was going to go through the barricade. She shoved Jax through a table. Jax and her superior immune system, I should have added. She goes through a table, but the most notable one, and I've seen wrestling fanboys and, like, wrestling YouTubers just dying in laughter. Jax has Lana on the apron, and Jax goes to do a leg drop. Kind of like how Undertaker does it, except Undertaker's way better than Jax will ever be. Lana misses. This is what Jax said. She said, "Ow, my hole." I don't know which was funnier. What Jax said or what Rebby said. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it was Rebby Sky, I think, who is Rebby Hardy, Mrs. Hardy now. Matt Hardy's wife, I think. I could be wrong. She took on Shadow Martinez in TNA 2015, which TNA was unwatchable at that point. It was negative 5 stars by Dave Meltzer, Uncle Dave. There was one spot in the match where Rebby, I think it was Rebby, she was in an abdominal stretch and her legs were spread open. She said, "My vag hurts." And I took that with a great sense of maturity. You've come to me. If you think I have a good sense of maturity, you are clearly new to my channel. So yeah, I couldn't tell which was funnier. When Jax went through the table and Lana just shoved her and Jax just went head first. I had to circle around my house at least. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then Baszler attacks Naomi. And then we have that match. The match itself was okay, I guess. Inside Cradle 1, 2, 3. Why is Shayna taking the pin? I do not get it. They're most likely going to have their women's tag team title match at Elimination Chamber, I could tell. Then we get an Extreme Elimination Chamber recap, you know, of how destructive the device is. This was a pretty good video package. Orton versus McIntyre. It was a good match. Sheamus came down, you know, to distract. He didn't do anything till the end of the match. In the end, Bro kicked Orton, causes DQ, and then Claymore kicked to Sheamus. Sheamus sold that like $1 million. Cut and fade to black. Okay. Show wasn't bad. It had its moments, but it's still Raw, which, you know, it was okay, but yeah. Be on the lookout for another video because I will be making another one as soon as this one gets uploaded. Because I have more content for y'all, and y'all crave the content. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyway, I am Bosso Basics. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and join the herd. I'll talk to you guys next video. Peace out.